Are you looking for the best winter running shoe? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best winter running shoe on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Asics Trail Scout 3. The Asics Trail Scout 3, $65, is tough to beat for winter runners on a budget. While it's not waterproof, spiked, or Gaiter compatible, this shoe nails the essentials for mild winter conditions without breaking the bank. The outsole is built with thick, durable rubber and moderately aggressive lugs that grip well on hard-packed snow and frosty ground. It's not an ice shoe, but for the everyday runner who just needs something stable underfoot on wintry paths, it delivers solid traction and reliability. The upper uses abrasion-resistant mesh that sheds light moisture surprisingly well for a non-waterproof shoe. It won't keep you dry in slush or deep snow, but it does fend off the kind of damp you encounter on frozen mornings or during snowmelt runs. The fit balances comfort and security, with a well-cushioned heel and a roomy toe box that leaves space for thicker winter socks without feeling sloppy. Asics uses a familiar, no-frills EVA midsole here. It stays decently soft in the cold and offers enough cushion for recovery runs or longer outings. The tongue isn't gusseted, so you'll want to make sure it's centered before lacing up. But once locked in, the shoe feels stable and predictable, even on uneven terrain. While it doesn't have the bells and whistles of pricier winter trail models, the Trail Scout 3 earns its place as the best budget winter trail shoe for runners who just want to get out there. On packed snow or mellow winter trails, it's proof that you don't need GTX or spikes, just a reliable sole, a warm pair of socks, and the motivation to move. Number 2. Icebug Järv Gaiter BUGrip GTX. The Icebug Järv Gaiter BUGrip GTX, $250, isn't a household name in the United States, but it probably should be. Icebug has been quietly perfecting studded running shoes for over a decade, and this latest version shows just how far the Swedish brand has come since Gear Junkie staff writer Heather Ballo-Rockfort first tested a pair 10 years ago. The defining feature, of course, is the BUGrip outsole, which uses 17 carbide steel studs that adapt to the surface beneath you. The spikes retract slightly on hard surfaces and dig in on ice, making them one of the most confidence-inspiring traction systems available. On slick trails or frozen dirt roads, they deliver the kind of sure-footed stability that keeps winter runs feeling safe and predictable rather than sketchy. But if you're tromping around mixed terrain, you won't feel the studs slide out against the rocks. In fact, Ballo-Rockfort took these kicks on a 5-mile, all-dirt run just to see how dynamic the spikes felt underfoot. End result, lots of clicking but no slipping. Underfoot, the Järv offers ample cushioning and a generous stack height, giving it a padded yet firm ride. A low-profile gaiter integrated into the upper sets it apart from the non-gaiter version of the Järv, keeping snow and debris from sneaking in around the ankle without feeling as all-encompassing as the Salomon Winter Cross spike. While the waterproof upper is stiffer and less breathable than the airy mesh found on regular sneakers, it does a great job of keeping moisture out. That said, all that protection and grip come at a cost: weight. The Järv Gaiter BUGrip GTX is a heavy shoe, and the heft is immediately noticeable when you take your first few strides. Speed-oriented runners will likely prefer something lighter and more responsive. But for most people lacing up to run on ice, the goal isn't speed, it's survival. And for that, these shoes are hard to beat. Number 3. Arc'teryx Norvan 4 Nivalis. The Arc'teryx Norvan 4 Nivalis, $250, is a fully waterproof, all-in-one winter running shoe that looks and feels every bit as sleek as you'd expect from the brand. Instead of a separate shoe inside the gaiter as we found in the Salomon Winter Cross Spike and Merrell Agility 5 Peak Zero GTX, the Nivalis uses a single-piece construction with a cinch cord at the ankle. This design keeps out snow and slush but sacrifices some structure and lockdown. On a winter push-up Mount Sopris, a Colorado-based tester wore them alongside Gear Junkie's Heather Ballo-Rockfort and noted that while the shoes felt light and flexible, they also ran a little sloppy on steep downhills with some foot movement inside the upper. That said, traction was excellent. There are no studs, but the Vibram BUGrip outsole provided plenty of grip on hard-packed switchbacks and mixed terrain. The dual-density midsole struck a nice balance between cushioning and control as well. The result is a shoe that's smooth and supportive underfoot, even if the fit isn't quite as precise as others in this category. The Norvan 4 Nivalis may not have taken a top spot, but it remains a delightfully comfortable, waterproof option for runners who want plenty of protection in a sleek package. Number 4. La Sportiva Blizzard GTX. Winter, meet your match. The La Sportiva Blizzard, $245, is a reasonably lightweight Gore-Tex shoe wrapped in a full gaiter, running over aggressive 7mm lugs pegged with 9 carbide spikes. The Blizzard is deceptively light, given its monster silhouette. Its fat tire look is attributed to the sock-like gaiter that wraps the shoe, giving it a boot-like presence. It requires some footwork to finagle over the dogs. Fortunately, the Blizzard has huge pull tabs to make that job a little easier. Once the shoe is laced up, the single cord lace tucks out of the way of the snow and ice, and hobnob spikes, in a tidy pocket. A few ounces of prevention, and bulk, pay dividends on the trail. Nobody likes to run with snowballs in their shoes. Runners scratching tracks over icy trails will appreciate the carbide spikes. Our reviewers ran on pure ice and found that they grip like a charm. No more timid tiptoe stepping on ice with these bad boys. We found there were just enough spikes for traction, but it sort of leaves you wanting more, which you can buy for another $49 through La Sportiva. They come with a tool. Do-it-yourself runners will probably find it easier to go to the hardware store and sink a handful of extra sheet metal screws into the lugs for a couple of bucks. In short, at $235, the sticker price will likely put your credit card on ice. But if your winter training requires pushing out into the tundra, the Blizzard is a sure bet to stay on your training plan.